And good evening. We now have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale and for Newton County as we track the weather again this afternoon. What a day we've had. Now, again, this is not the intensity that we were expecting originally. Although it is still listed as 6 p.m. to midnight, the intensity is not out there like we were expecting. Let's go to radar now and get this going as to what we know now. And again, we had a special weather statement just a little bit ago for Lauderdale and for Newton County, and now we've got the severe thunderstorm. Let's read what the National Weather Service is telling us. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect through 7 p.m. for Newton and Lauderdale counties. At 6:21, severe thunderstorm was located over Meridian, and it's moving east at 45 miles an hour, so a fast-moving storm. 60-mile-an-hour gust, half-dollar size hail involved with this. Wow. This radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs and siding. Now, that's what could happen. This is over Meridian now. Could impact zero as well by 6:25, and that's just in 3 or 4 minutes from now, and then reach Kewanee by 6:30. Tornado watch remains in effect for the area as well. And let's dig into this and look at what we've got. Now, again, this could be a whole lot worse than what we've got right now. Heavy rain across the county. Look at this lightning that we're getting right now. Let's look at this, where the storm is going. In reality, in real-time radar, this is going to be at Nellieburg in 3 minutes. It will be at Complete in 7 minutes, reach Poplar Springs Drive within 10 minutes, then into Marion within 15 minutes. Russell, you'll have it within 20. And then Toomsuba, you'll have the storm right here in 28 minutes from now. Well, let's turn on some locations and back out of this and take a look at what we've got. A second storm coming out of Newton County at this point. Let me turn on some locations and show you where this is. This is going to be just south of the Little Rock Post Office, and this will cross Chunky Duffy Road. It is headed toward Lauderdale County. We'll be at Duffy in 14 minutes. Chamberville, you'll have the storm within 21 minutes. Collinsville within 23 minutes is what we're looking at. Danger storm approaching the Lauderdale County Ag Center. Let's back out of this. And radar telling me that is headed toward that way for the Lauderdale County Ag Center. All right. Right now, let's just look at this area here. This starts here at the jail. This is going to be right out here at Law's Gap. This will go north as we look at this storm, and it crosses Highway 19 and takes in this area. Once you pass, I believe this is going to be Sims Road right here. Once you get past North Hill Street here on Highway 19, where you take a right, Sonic and all of these areas here, from there past Walmart, all the way up 19 past Midway Baptist Church here, right up to Owls and up to where the Rock House is going to be the roughest that we've got here. This is old 8th Street Road in that area right there. Look at that. Crossing there. Now, this storm, once it crosses Highway 19, it will go kind of to the east there and follow and cross around 35th Avenue right there at 45th Street, right there where the store sits. This is the old Jitney Jungle here. This is Northcrest Baptist Church. As you can see, it's pouring rain on North Hill Street. The eye of the storm will cross right there, pass up, go right by, right up here. This is where the donut shop is. Right along in there, and cross and go due east over, it's going to be 10th Avenue, and then over 39 there. Here's Hardee's here. This will kind of cross right in the parking lot of Winn-Dixie, I guess what is called now Aldi's, into Lamar School. Right through there is what we're expecting this storm to do. So if you live in those areas, expect some rattling and rambling here in the next few moments as it cuts across this. And again, right through the parking lot of Winn-Dixie toward right over to Lamar School. Now, we've got the country store, if you'll follow this across here. This is going to be Chandler Road. Actually, this is State Boulevard Extension. This is going to be Chandler Road. They all run in together right here at the country store. This will move east across the four-way stop here, or the red light, at North Hills and Highway 493, where McDonald's is, where the Chevron is. You go north past Last Chance Tobacco. Okay, we just got a new thunderstorm warning also. Here's Highway 493. Let's back out and look at this. We just got one for Neshoba County right here. This is coming. Whoo, boy, look at that. Let me turn this off a minute. It's going to be coming across there. Let's look at Philadelphia. Now, the worst of the... Hang on, we're going to go back to that. I want to look at this first. If you're watching here from Lauderdale County, Let's look at this, where this storm is here. We got some wind shears that we need to bring up. This is running at about 58 miles an hour, this shear wind. Now, let's turn back on locations. So if you're near this, you might encounter some form of power outages. Let's take a look here where we are. Here is the Evangel Temple. This is going to be to the northwest of there. Here's Highway 45, Roebuck Drive right here. All right, hang on here. I'm getting a lot of messages, and I want to make sure I'm on top of it all. As we'll look at this, this is here's Anderson Road. Here's 31st Avenue. Here's Grand Avenue. This is going to be just off of Grand Avenue where this is. This is going to be right down here where Hillcrest Drive. This is going to be where the Evangel Temple is, right up here. Here's the Evangel Temple. Here's Hillcrest. This is Lakemont. This is headed in the direction of Lakemont. Again, as we look at this is going to cut northeasterly right across here. If you're in this area here, be ready for strong wind to come through here. And again, that's clocking along at 58 miles an hour, and it's just off Roebuck Drive. Waffle House, all of this sits in that area there. Now, I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to overdo anything. What we're looking at here is winds that are in the air. Can this dip down and break limbs and cause damage? It sure can, but you need to be aware that it's in the air. A lot of times we'll see the power start popping out from this, clipping the tops of trees with wind damage. And by far, what we're watching with this storm is going to be mostly wind damage from this storm that is coming up. All right, radar just texted me. Let's see here. Twisting storm approaching Walmart on the hill. So this is what this is right here. This is a twisting storm, and radar is texting me here. The threat of a scale of 1 to 10 is a 3. But again, this can cause damage with high winds and right across here. And this will, as you'll see, come right here across Highway 45 and then come up near Walmart in this area and then head in this direction of Bonita Lakes and then on out here toward the Coliseum. So it's headed directly across 45 in this area. Heads up in that area if you live anywhere in South Meridian. Pay close attention in the next few moments. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning. It's a severe thunderstorm warning with a lot of wind that we're showing there. Now, let's look back at this here on Highway 19 as we look at this as this storm cuts across. This is going to be at Marion in 8 minutes. So if you're watching from this side of town, this is sitting just due east of Walmart on 19, and we'll cut right across really close to 34th Street, right up from Meridian High School, cut across 29th Avenue and then make its way across 45. And this would put it about where the new medical place is, Animal Clinic, Tilnewell, is where this is going to cut across and then cross Marion Russell, and then that's going to be Russell Tompton Road there. Marion Russell Road as it moves in. This here's the right there as she goes back into 2 lanes. So Russell Christian right there, it'll go just due north of you. We've got a lot of storms, a lot of rain happening there. Now, let's move up and talk about our friends here in Neshoba County that just got this severe thunderstorm warning, and we'll come back to Lauderdale County. This is a lot of rain that is pouring. Now, let me update this. So we get the absolute latest that we've got here. All right, here's what we've got coming across here. This storm is headed directly toward Highway 16. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for Leake County. Let me turn that back on. That's going to go until 6:45, so we have 15 minutes remaining on this. But look at this rain here. It's headed into Neshoba County and will be at Pearl River within 13 minutes there on Highway 16. We'll reach Williamsville within 21 minutes, and then downtown Philadelphia in 24 minutes, and the Deemer area within 24 minutes. And as you'll see here, this is the direction that it's going. Let's turn those locations back on where you get a good view of what it is. Here's Edinburgh. This is 16, and it will cross right here near the powwow and follow 16 just north of 16 and then cross 19 near the Coliseum toward downtown. So once you turn this on, you look at this wide path of this storm that is going to be carrying all of this rain across downtown Philadelphia. Y'all be ready on Highway 16 out by the casinos. It is a severe thunderstorm warning again until 7:30 for Neshoba County. We see a lot of activity going on in Kosciuszko at this point also. Look at that rain coming down. By far, this is the heaviest we've got there. Now, let's go back down to Newton County and look at this, what we've got. And I'm dancing around because we have a lot of people that watch in different areas. In each one of these counties, there's a lot of viewership in each one. As we look here, this storm is approaching, coming right up on the Duffy Volunteer Fire Department. Now, this is going to be following Highway 494. Right now, this is sitting right on top of Chunky Duffy Road is what we've got. This storm will cross Highway 494, cross Highway 19, and then go across that southern portion of Oak Tibby, and then right across 495, and then across Highway 39. That is 30 minutes from where it is here. If you live over here, we'd guesstimate this at around 15 minutes, and this right here at 30 minutes. Again, this is not tornadic activity, but we do have strong winds with this. Now, let's back out since I've brought up winds several times and just look at what we've got when it comes to the wind prediction of where this is damaging winds. All right, now that shows you what we've got, this dark green that just come up on the radar. All of this is winds that is coming with us all across Lauderdale County and this eastern side of Newton County. We've got a lot on the western side of Philadelphia there, and then on this eastern side of Kemper County there around Scuba, we got wind. Now, we don't have any warnings for Kemper County, but we do have some strong winds there. A lot of lightning. Look at this in the air. All these purple, all that's happening in the air there. And we do have a few lightning strikes here with these yellow ones that have touched the ground. So that is going on. Let's go back and now let's turn off the wind and let's look at hail, how much hail we're getting with this. And as you'll look at this, Meridian getting a lot right now on the west side of Newton, coming through Decatur. It got a little bit, but Meridian has it. York, Alabama getting a little bit as well. And we had several times this afternoon that we got tons of it. You saw the size that we got this afternoon in the Collinsville area. Several locations that got that. So we do have hail with this. Again, if you live on this eastern side over here, you may be able to have time to get your car under a shed, but do so if you can there. All right, let's turn our locations back on and look at what we've got and where these storms are going to be. Let's go back down in here to Lauderdale County. Now, the good news, Newton County, the severe thunderstorm warning just expired for Newton County. That is good news. Okay, I just got a message that said do not travel Chandler Road. And let me show you where this is. This massive flooding on Chandler Road. This is 19. This is North Hill Street. It's going to be right about, let me turn on my location so I know exactly where I'm at. Right back here. Right there is going to be Chandler Road. Now, this runs down to the country store right here. So we're getting word that there's some flooding through there. So be careful and avoid that area if you can. All right, that's Chandler Road. We got some mentions of that. Let's see, severe thunderstorm warning. All of those, nothing different there. All right, sitting on top of Meridian High School, if you live anywhere around 23rd Avenue, this is right on top of Magnolia Cemetery. The high school sits here. Magnolia Cemetery sits here to the right before you approach it going north on 23rd. And that's where the eye of this storm is sitting right now, right over the cemetery. This starts over here at 26th Street around Lamar, if you were looking at this, following there to the Jehovah's Witnesses down there, Marion Park Elementary School. This is traveling to the east and will be in Marion in 5 minutes. So if you're watching me, Joyce, if you're watching there in Marion, it's coming your direction there as we follow this storm. From there, this will cut across to Russell, Toomsuba area within 15 minutes, and then reach the Alamucha area in about 18 minutes, in Kewanee within 21 minutes out to the truck stop. So if you're in those areas, you got about 20 minutes before it reaches there. And again, this will travel right across 45, cut through Russell Christian Academy, and then right on out to Kewanee. So those areas. Now, what we've got of the heaviest rain right now in Lauderdale County starts there at Northcrest Baptist Church, right there at the red light in front of it at 35th 35th Avenue. Travels east across the county out to Rainbow Lakes there at Highway 80. Russell Christian Academy is involved in this heavy rain. And up here by the hospitals. As a matter of fact, this will take it all the way down across the 22nd Avenue Bridge to right there in front of the kids' museum. That's where the heavy rain, as you're coming up to go over the 22nd Avenue Bridge, you're going to encounter heavier rain. As you cross over on up toward the hospitals and you follow this around Front Street, and it will dip over to where Chick-fil-A is over at Crossroads, go up to Sam's, heavy rain, and then kind of follow Highway 80 out and then turn back to the east there and go down 20 all the way out past Russell to that Rainbow Lakes area. That's where our biggest of rain that we've got. Northwood, this will go all the way out to the soccer complex on Highway 39 over to 45. This is going to be in Marion right here to where the 4-lane meets, the bypass comes around. You come out of Marion on Dale Drive or Old 45, and where they all meet right there at Simmons Wrecker Services, where the heavier rain is pouring on up here, but it's heavy rain right there as you're coming into Meridian. Heavy out at the old Aiken Airfield as you turn on Cotton Gin Road as well. We're showing out in Collinsville. Look at that. As you get out by the Piggly Wiggly, out by Tyson's Place, heavy rain pouring down at this point. Now, the north end of Oak Tibby, not as bad as that south end at this point. Let's go down southward here. We get out by the Evangel Temple, and let's just follow this down. Look at that. Dr. Brock Road. Look at that area right there and all that rain coming down. As you get out to where Greg's is, pouring rain there. I was making sure that wasn't some dangerous storm approaching Chet's Paint and Body. So we'll go back up there and take a look at that. But as we get out near where Old Plant Sweat used to be, still pouring. Out by the Clarkdale High School, not quite as bad as up to just north of you as you take that little drive up to where Greg's is and where the Clarkdale Water Association is. Right along there is where it's going to get very heavy. And as you can see, there's more coming here from Valley Road that's going to cross there. And again, this will cut across right here at Long Creek Ball Field where the volunteer fire department is. Y'all be ready. It's not heavy there yet. Out by the Girl Scouts, which is now a veterans place, I believe, and not as heavy out by Charlie's and the Southeast High School area. Lakeview Golf Course, it's coming down pretty good rain there. But look at this as this comes across Dr. Brock Road, headed right for the Evangel Temple. Heavy rain. Now, as we look at this, the eye of this storm from Meridian High School over, and this is going to be sitting right on top of Highway 45, where this crosses over I-20 and over Highway 11 and 80 there. Here's Northeast Industrial Park. This is headed due east toward Russell Christian Academy. It will be in Toomsuba within 10 minutes and then reach Butler, Alabama within 20 minutes as we follow these storms across Lauderdale County. Now let's back this down where you can see a little bit better there. Let's go back up. Now this got redefined just then as we looked at this. Did it? That's until 7. 7, yes. Let me refresh this. And what we're looking at is right there. That's that severe thunderstorm warning as it tightens and goes across the county. All right, yeah, that's what just happened there as we look at this. Clark County now involved in this also. I knew something didn't look right, and this is going to be until 7:15. The southern portion of Lauderdale County and Clark County now under a severe thunderstorm warning as we look at this. Right there. This will carry southeastern Lauderdale, as I just said. Radar just indicated this, and it will be until 7:15. Radar, not less than 30 seconds ago, located a storm near Beatrice, or 15 miles south of Camden, moving east at 50 miles an hour. This is going to be moving along at 60 miles an hour. That's fast. All right, let's see here. All right, we got several things happening here. This eastern side of Clark County, as you can see, although this is under a severe thunderstorm warning, there's nothing happening in Clark just yet. They're betting that part of this southern portion from Lauderdale County affects that area. Now, this is moving along quickly at 60 miles an hour across the county. We've got these right here. And I'm not quite sure what that's all about. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't want to overlook anybody that's up here to the north of us in Neshoba County. This is horrendous rain that we're getting here. Now we got hail that's going to be at Williamsville in 11 minutes and reach Philadelphia in 13 minutes and then out to Bloomfield in about 24 minutes. Look at this right past Edinburgh as soon as you cross into Neshoba County coming out of Leak. Look at this. This is pouring. Let's get a closer look at this. All right, just got a note there. It's flooding on 23rd Avenue in Meridian. Look at that. This is going to be on County Road 1149 in Neshoba County. As we look at these locations, here's Pearl River Resort. It's right on top of Pearl River. If you're working inside any of the casinos, that area, all along Highway 16, get ready. It's going to rattle some windows there. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 7:30 tonight for Neshoba County. We still have this. It's exiting the county in Leak. Now, what you've got to remember here, Winston County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning also. This is going to be until 7:30 for Winston County. All this coming out of Attala County, right into this, coming across. Kemper, you're not under anything at the present time. You're good. We got Neshoba, Winston County, Leak County, and Attala County all under severe thunderstorm warnings. And again, this goes until 7:30. All right, let's see. We just got a message there. Okay, we have a home that has been damaged in the 5200 block of Russell Tompton Road. It's going to be right up in here. And tree is on the house with damaged live power lines on the ground. So be careful there. Let me type this in so we can get an exact location. I want to be able to look at that close. And again, tonight it's by myself, so I'm. Not wanting to cooperate there. That's not working for me the way I wanted to do that. All right, let's go back and pull up this radar to where you can see what's going on. All right. Here we are. Here's Marion. It's going to be right around Rainbow Lakes is where that's going to be. The 5200 block there. Russell Tompton Road, right along in here. Right along in there is where that's going to be. All right. This storm is going to be just south of Russell Christian Academy, moving to the east, Toomsuba. 7 minutes it will be there. It will reach Cuba, Alabama in 7 minutes. And as we look at this and exiting the county into York, Alabama in the next little bit there. Strong storm. We rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, a 3. Here's our second storm moving across Lauderdale County as we look at this. Let's look here. This is going to be at Alamucha within 4 minutes. This will make it into Alabama right after that to intercourse in about 22 minutes. So let's zoom in on this so you can see both of these storms of where they are. This is Highway 496. Here's Highway 19 if you were coming out past Sam's. Here's Southeast School, and just to the northeast of you, up to the northeast of there, here's Highway 496. This is going to be on the rural route. Just off of Linton Road to the east of it is where this is. This is going across pine trees right now. And this will reach where McMurray Cemetery is, where 496 and the Alamucha Volunteer Fire Department, where it dead ends right there at the fire department. This is where this storm is cutting across north of. Here's the Boy Scouts, and there it goes right across, headed toward Alabama. Now, also at the same breath, we need to tell you we've now gotten a severe thunderstorm warning here. And this is going to be until 7:30 as we read here, for Sumter County, Alabama. A few moments ago, the National Weather Service indicated a storm near Causeyville, or 11 miles southeast of Meridian, moving east at 30 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour gust and hail with this storm as it moves to the east into Alabama. And look at this. Now, the west side, Newton County. Let's turn this off where you can see this. Newton County now has an expired severe thunderstorm warning. So does Kemper. We still have one for Winston County and for Neshoba County, Clark County, and Lauderdale County. And then we've got this for Sumter County, Alabama as well. Still, Attala County got a severe thunderstorm as well. Heavy rain here. Now, as we see all of this barreling across Lauderdale County, y'all be ready for this in Cuba. It hasn't got to you yet, but both of these storms will move through the Cuba area here in probably about 20 minutes. Be ready for that. Now, as we look at this out, let's turn our locations back on and discuss this countywide where things are and what's going on there. We see that right here along where the tractor place is. All right, I'm not sure exactly what went on there. As we get out to Freeman Tractor in this area, the rain lightens up as you get near 19. That's going to be kind of the line 19. Once you cross over, still heavier rain on the south end of Oak Tibby. By the time we get out here to 495 and 493, it's still heavy as it moves across northeast area. If you live in any of the subdivisions there on Van Zyverden, be ready. You've got a storm that's going to be crossing probably within the next 4 to 5 minutes. All right, as we get this defined a little bit better here, let's look at our severe thunderstorm warning as we look here. This is the one that's going to cross into Lauderdale County, into Clark County here. The soccer complex on Highway 39. It follows right around where the carousel is, close to MCC as it crosses that, and follows Highway 11 right at the airport, right into Clark County, taking in all this area here on 145 and Clarko. Once you get to Clarko, you go due east to the state line, and that's what's involved in the severe thunderstorm warning for Clark County as we follow this. Now, as we get into Lauderdale County again, this area right up here around Gregg's, pouring rain in between. After you get past Clarkdale, the rain is going to intensify all the way you get up here near this. Here's Gregg's place right here. Clarkdale Water Association sits right across the road from there, all the way up to the Evangel Temple, pouring rain. The further east we go, the more it's going to be. This is Mount Horeb Road right here. And also, if you're anywhere on Spring Hill Loop, and that's Shields Road there, that's heavy rain also. As we follow this across towards zero, these areas here. And again, this is the Veterans Place. Now, I hadn't changed the name of that, but it used to be the Girl Scout camp. Look at the rain that we've got involved in this out here. This is going to be headed toward Causeyville Road as it makes its leap right there toward Causeyville and moves east across Highway 19. Anywhere from the four-way stop there at southeast on Highway 19 up past the Boy Scouts is going to be almost you can't see to drive all the way out. It lightens up a little bit before you get out to Wynot Motorsports Park, but not by far. This will get really close up to where the fire department is. Again, this storm sitting as it's headed toward the Alamucha Volunteer Fire Department as we see this. We've got sheer, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 3. And again, this will move right across here into Alabama in the next few moments. And as we do this is going to be crossing Alamucha Road, McMurray Cemetery, as we follow this. Here's Highway 496, all of this area, Russell Mount Gilead Road, as it comes across Highway 496, and these areas here in eastern Lauderdale County. Now let's go back up here to Highway 495. We've got 1, 2, 3 different storms in Lauderdale County. As we look at this is going to be sitting about where Bailey's store used to be. I know it's a slab of concrete and used to be the cotton gin in that area, but that's where we're looking at, where this storm is right now. This will move east of there into the Topton area within 11 minutes and reach Lauderdale in 19 minutes. And as you'll see, it's going to go directly across Dalewood, and then on into Alabama is what we've got flowing across there. Have we gotten any updates on the page? Anything that we need to show on the page yet?
Canes is flooded.
What is
picture Canes? North Hill Street and Canes is flooded. There's water going inside.
All right, we got water. Pull that mic around where they can hear you. Where they can, hello, little girl. Where did you say that was now?
Canes in North Hill Street is flooded.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to show it. You'll have to look at there's an issue with Facebook at this point. You'll have to look at it. I cannot show it. They have little bleeps every once in a while. But if you'll look back at the page, it is on there. And it's going inside the store?
Yes, it's going inside Canes. Meridian Estates is flooded bad.
Let's see here. Power lines across Russell-Tompton Road. I'm also getting here. Let me pull radar back up where you can see this as we talk about all of this. All right, so apparently we've got a lot of rain that has fallen there on North Hill Street as it comes across. Let me get my phone pulled up. Power line, let me read this here. Power lines across Russell-Tompton, avoid that area. And this is out by Rainbow Lakes where we were talking about earlier where a tree hit a home there. Live wires.
TA truck stop has no power.
TA?
TA, tree down at the end of Mount Horeb Road.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to update everything as we talk live here. And yeah, Meridian Estates, we've got cars that are underwater. And as we look at this, and it is a lot of water in the parking lot of Canes.
I also saw where State Boulevard Extension is flooded.
The way I'm going to have to show this is not going to show good, but you can scroll up from this and be able to see this on our page. Every now and then it'll throw a fit and you can't show it other than what we're doing live, and that's what's going on with that at the moment. So we've got a lot of water that has fallen. Several places that have water over the road. We've gotten word that Chandler Road also has water over it.
Big hail in Philadelphia.
Large hail in Philadelphia.
Big,
now,
I would say almost golf ball.
Have we got that on the page also?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, we're getting the hail loaded there from there also. TA and Russell. I'm not sure if I said something wrong on that. But power out there in Russell at the TA truck stop. We're tree down on State Boulevard, we're being told. Travis, we are checking those now. I got some help in here now. Tree down on Highway 80 towards Meehan, we're being told. All right, let's zoom in on here in Philadelphia. I hadn't checked back on Philadelphia in a little bit. This is shortened. We've got it right over the downtown area of Philadelphia right now, these storms that are there. This will reach Sandtown within 15 minutes and Crossroads within 23 minutes, and then over to Bogachita about the same time. If you look at this, here's the police station in Philadelphia. This is Highway 19 where the airport is. And up on 15, about where the Sheriff's Department is, right up by the Coliseum, look at all of this rain that's crossing 19 up by Burns Park as it comes across there. You have something?
Yes, the road behind KFC is flooded.
That's going to be right off North Hill Street.
Yes.
Have we got that loaded yet?
Yes, I'm working.
Okay. All right. Short tempers up in the studio.
It's not a short temper. I've only got two hands.
All right. I'm going to try to do some adjustments here as we look at this.
Yes. Wait, there's a tree down. Hang on. There's a tree down. North Hill Street just before the Gas and Go headed towards Walmart.
Okay.
There, I'm just load a picture.
Okay, and that's going to be right down North Hill Street at the end. That would be where State Boulevard runs into that. All right, I'm going to pin the weather to the top here. And then everything below that you'll be able to take a look at as we look at this. All right. All right. Again, this is Neshoba County as we look at all of this, what's going on there. Lauderdale is getting slammed with flooding at this point. Now, the western side of Lauderdale County is starting to get a break as we look at this, although we still have rain runoff is what's going to be big time affecting these areas down North Hill Street. And again, right here is where we got a tree down in this area up near Fireman's Corner. So that we would think, I believe the fire department will be on that trying to get that cut up since it's right in their front door area there. As we come down, all of this area right here, this road right here is what she was talking about behind KFC. This is going to be North Park Drive, 47th Court. Down through here that loops back around to 29th Avenue. This area here flooded as well if you've got to go through there for any reason whatsoever. Heavy, heavy rain there. Flooding has occurred there. We've got heavier rain from Highland Park due east still across 23rd. And then as we see here at the hospital, still heavy rain moving east across the county here. Out Rainbow Lakes getting the heaviest of activity that we got here in the northern portion.
Highway 80 in Meehan.
Meehan?
Yes, got a picture.
Okay, we'll have that up in just a second there. Morgan telling us there's pouring rain in Lauderdale. Let's see, Bank Plus, vehicle nose down in water near Bank Plus. That's going to be right by Popeyes. And as Al said, not knowing if anybody's in. So somebody's run off the road right there. And this would be next to the old Broadmoor Shopping Center where Ace Hardware is in front of the bank there by Popeyes. We've got a tree down. Nothing much going on in Kemper County. Somebody asked that. We've got a little bit of rain around DeKalb there, but not near what we've got going on in Neshoba, around Burnside Park, and this area coming out of Italic County, out of Winston County, the southwest corner there. It's just barely raining on 25 right there going into Neshoba County. We got some heavier rain now around Lake Teocata. Still a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30 there, but not near the intensity that it could be. Kemper County, we've just got rain at this point. It's moved out of Baca Valley into Highway 17, right over here by Kim Waste on Highway 17 in Alabama toward Gainesville. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning for Sumter County, Alabama until 7:30 tonight. And then we also have severe thunderstorm warning here around Lisbon, Alabama, Butler, Alabama. Y'all are under severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30 tonight also. All right, to 7:45 actually. That's been extended. Now, let's go back and look at this. This is going to be right by, as we look at this heavy rain, it picks up Highway 19, as we talked about before, out by the four-way stop there at Southeast High School. As you go east and you go past the Boy Scouts, it's going to be intense in between there and Why Not Motorsports Park out by Rodney's. That area there is heavy rain. It picks up here at Causeyville, and that will take you all the way to 19. Now, folks, this is two-lane. And again, if we've got flooding back over here, these areas here that is less traveled is going to be real hard to find.
Wait till you see this picture.
All right, we got some more coming in there.
Here's a picture of the car, nose first.
There at Popeyes. I'm still not able to show all of that.
This is in the bottom on North Hill Street. In the
that we're going to the red light
yes.
by Citizens Bank as you go down through there?
Down past that.
All right, that's going to be, and let's just go back over here to North Hill Street where we're talking about all of this. Here's North Hill Street. This is going to be about right here where 18th Avenue, as you're coming down this. You go through the red light, and then this takes you back here to the apartments, and Popeyes is going to be about right here. The bank sits right here, and then here's that 18th Avenue right here. So it's down in here, roughly where that wreck is.
Where's 16th?
On North Hills. It's right here, right past that.
Is okay, 16th Avenue.
All right, that's going to be.
This is a picture that came in with the car with the nose down, flooded up above the tires.
All right, let's see what we've got coming in. All right, we're saying someone possibly may be trapped inside that car, is what we're being told. And that's a possibility. Get that up, and I would think the fire department, Meridian Fire Department, is headed in that direction as we look at that. Completely, let's see here. Large oak tree blocking northeast Knight Parker Road. At northeast at Knight Parker Road, completely blocking the roadway there. Driver has been removed from the car. We just got word on that, so that's good news on the car. Is that up on the page yet?
The picture, yes.
Yeah, that is up. So the driver of the car has been removed from that. That's good news. It's good to know that, but that's right in that area there. All right, let's back out. Now, we don't know what caused that area, caused that storm there. All right, I want to back out here. Let me see here. I thought I got something new that was shifted in. Yeah, that's what that was. Flash flood warning. Right? That's not shocking at all as we get this. The National Weather Service just picked up Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across Lauderdale County. Between 2 to 3 inches of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall of amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible between now and before the system moves out tonight.
There's a video of hail.
We've got some videos up there too. All right, as we look at this, it's calming down in Philadelphia, thank goodness, as we look at this.
No, it won't let me load it.
As we look here across here, and this is going to be on Highway 21 moving east toward Bogachita to where the school is. As we look at this is Neshoba County, what we're looking at again. This thunderstorm warning is in effect, and this will move east toward Kemper County before it's all said and done. Now, we got a second storm that is moving that is now in Neshoba County that has come out of Winston and Atala. This will be affecting Arlington in about 13 minutes, Burnside within 20 minutes, and then North Bend within about a half an hour. About right there is where North Bend is as it comes across there. But look at that rain that's coming out of that. That little corner there at Highway 19 and 25 where it joins there. Heavy stuff there, and all this is moving east, and both of these storms will head toward Kemper County. And again, Kemper not really getting wet at this time, but it is heavy rain there. Now, here's that flood-warned area, if you're wondering where, the south end of Oak Tibby all the way across to Rainbow Lake Tom Bailey, Dalewood. Those areas there are included in this all the way to the county line. The heaviest of rain that we've got, again, is in Wynot at this point as it moves across and makes its way toward Alabama. It will be in Cromwell within a half an hour and be in Yatley, Alabama in about 15 minutes. If you have got to go to Alabama and you're sitting in town, wait this out a few moments. Let this get about 15 to 20 minutes ahead of you. And that's what we're wanting that to happen, just to get that out of there. Still a lot of lightning in that area. And then as we get out here to Causeyville, where the ball field is, we got a lot of rain coming down there also. Look at that. As we follow Causeyville Road, where it joins up with J.W. Reynolds Road, look at the rain that is in there. And if you live in that area, you know exactly what I'm describing at this point. All right, anything new that we've got up on the page that we need to discuss?
I'm just going to get the hail video up. My laptop has shut down.
All right, let's see here. Lauderdale County until 10 p.m. We got that up. Storming in Causeyville. Thank you, Sonia, for letting us know on that. Highway 496. John says it's just getting pouring rain there, and that's in that area there. But John, look at south of there. Woof. Heavy rain there. Tanglewood, patio flooding there. Brenda, thanks for letting us know all that. The Druid Hills, Amanda's saying that there in Druid Hills, the lake is almost full. That's a lot of rain running into there. Tree down on 23rd Avenue and 38th Street. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate that. And there's several people saying the person is out of the car. That is good news. Let's see here. All right.
They had some nasty hail in Philly.
Yeah, a lot of hail up there. Let's look at this as we look at Neshoba County. The south end of Neshoba County is okay. We've got two areas, the eastern side and the northwestern corner there, that we're still watching as all of these storms move across the county. This will run out in roughly 25 minutes, this severe thunderstorm warning. What it will affect will be Arlington in 14 minutes. It's coming out of here. That's a humdinger of a storm there. As we come across and we watch this will cross 19, where 19 and 395 cross there in Neshoba County. That's going to be an area to be concerned with of heavy rain in a moment. Now we follow 21 out. This storm is right on Highway 21, in between Highway 21 and 482. This storm again will reach Sandtown in 6 minutes and reach Bogue Chitto within 21 minutes. And Bogue Chitto sitting right over here. Here's Highway 491 from Ford Stores. It goes up into there. That's where those two storms are. And again, they're headed toward Highway 16 in Kemper County. No warnings there. Now, as we look at this, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County until 7:15. So we have roughly 9 minutes remaining on this. But as this storm, and let me remind you of this, as this severe thunderstorm warning dies down, it's still going to be runoff from all this rain and still flooding possible as it comes down. Now, we'll check here in a minute to see if we get more rain coming up into the area later tonight like it originally. We were going to get several rounds of this originally, and I'll check that in a minute to see how we're doing.
23rd Avenue is flooded.
23rd Avenue, that's up by Meridian High School, that area there, where Ken lived.
Video.
We got video of that up as well. Okay, we got that coming. Let me see what we've got. And that is no different on that. I'm not going to be able to show. Just sometimes it acts funny, and well, it's doing that at this point. Let me check here. Can't do that. Let me see here.
I have a picture here that I'm fixing to load. The double quick in Marion.
Yeah.
Rain is coming through the roof, under the awning, through the ceiling.
Inside the store, or where you pump gas?
Where you get gas at, where you
the
pump
canopy.
Gas. It's yeah.
Okay, what I'm showing at this point, the rain will be out of the area by midnight. We're going to calm down in just a little bit, and by 9 p.m. we could get another round of this. And again, this is Mother Nature that we're dealing with here as I watch all this future forecast, but it should be gone by midnight. At one point, it was going to be 2 a.m. Now we've cut a couple hours off of that, and it should be out of here by midnight. Now, again, as we go back to radar, this is what we've got. Let's look at the big picture of what we've got here on radar. As you'll see there. Let's hit play on that. And this is storms that are moving across, and we've got a little bit there. The only tornado warning that I see is going to be here in Arkansas. As you look at that, that's until 7:30 there in Oak Haven, Arkansas. Now, we've been fortunate all through this. Now, this yellow area, let me remind you of what all of this is down to Clark County and back due west over to Vicksburg. This is a severe thunderstorm watch, tornado watch, until 10 p.m. tonight. And again, I think it will wear off by then as we see this initial part going out. This is pretty nasty that we've got.
If you can see Regis Apartments, the video that was sent in.
Right.
Is there
get that mic closer to you. Nobody can hear you.
Is there a creek there?
I don't know.
Because it looks like a river running down the street. A river.
So that's a lot of water following that.
Yes.
And again, we've got all of this loaded on the page. I hope you'll take a look at that. We've got the live video pinned to the top, and you can just scroll down from there and see the rest of this.
State Boulevard is flooded, and there's a tree down.
No.
There's video on the page.
It's near Regency.
No, this is somewhere else.
Do we have a location?
Yeah, it just says State Boulevard. It's just what somebody sent in, State Boulevard. I can't tell.
Okay, send back a message and ask them for a more accurate location on State Boulevard of where that might be. That could be anywhere down through there toward.
It looks like it's between the Gas and Go and
that low-lying area before you get on top of the hill,
all those
Druid
houses.
Hills.
through there.
Yeah.
It's what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Here's what we got as we look at this. Now, again, back in Carthage, as we look at this area in Leake County, we don't have a severe thunderstorm warning, but we've got a lot of rain and lightning headed yet again toward Philadelphia as we look at this. So be on the lookout for this rain to make its way there. All right, let's turn that off right there as it has come out. And that was an old photo. This is actual live video that we've got here now. All right, let's talk about Winston County. I hadn't talked about them very much as we look at Winston County. Winston County under this severe thunderstorm warning, and you've got storms that are coming your way from the Kosciuszko area. This is going to be from the north end there, from the McCool area as it cuts across. 8 p.m. severe thunderstorm warning. Louisville, that area there until 8 o'clock. This should be in there around Rome within 26 minutes. And that's getting right into Winston County right there. In about 30 minutes is what we expect.
Traffic lights are out by Hardee's on 39.
Okay, that happened the other night there also. So several areas there. Winston County under severe thunderstorm warning until 8. Neshoba County under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30. And the worst of the weather is this northern portion here that we're looking at. 19 at the intersection of Highway 395 is what we've got. This will move across Highway 15 here in the next little bit. As we look at Kemper County, not a lot going on other than some heavy rain and scuba right now. The severe thunderstorm is starting to move out of Lauderdale County now into Bama, as we'll see some periods of heavy rain, but as we go right past Why Not Motor Sports Park, where Highway 19 turns into 10, is where this storm is located now. This will be at Pushmataha in 8 minutes, Cromwell in 16 minutes, and Lisman, it will be there in about 20 minutes. As we're getting reports of flooding on Highway 493. Lori, what part of 493 are you referring to? What block of Highway 493 so we can pass that along?
State Boulevard is flooded at Druid Hills off of Ash Avenue.
Ash Avenue. Somebody asked about Clark County. Only this eastern side of Clark County still under severe thunderstorm warning until 7:15. So we have 3 minutes remaining on that right there. And this is going to expire for Lauderdale County also in 3 minutes. This pushes it over right here to 7:45 for northwestern Choctaw County, Alabama. And as you see, this is the storm that rolled out of Lauderdale County, headed toward Lisman, and this will be affecting those areas there, Pushmataha and Cromwell that I mentioned just a moment ago. Let's turn that back on.
Cars cannot get in Meridian Estates, it doesn't look like.
So that's a bunch then.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going back over here. Broward Estates has, Country Estates has power back on.
61st Street Court?
61st Court.
Yes, they are flooded to their front doors, some of the houses.
That's a lot there. Now, let's look at this. Here's what we've got in Lauderdale County. Power outages for the county here. As we look at Newton, we got about 103 people here, right there on that Newton County line. That's going to be Center Ridge, these areas along Chunky Duffy Road. 103 people without power. As you get into the west side of Meridian, about 6 here. Out near Collinsville, look at this, Chamberville area, about 40 people. Not quite at Chamberville, but close. Let me zoom in on this road here so we can read that a little bit more off Highway 494. That's going to be Wilsondale Road. We got about 40 people without power there. As we get to this eastern side, up Dalewood area, about 14, and this due east here. Look at this, as we got all of this wind and rain on Highway 496. And several people mentioned that a moment ago, 496. We got about 100 people without power in that area. And then southern Lauderdale County, this is going to be Fisher Road. We got about 30 people without power there also. So it's back and forth. We should be expiring now on the severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County. Does not take away the fact that we've got power outages and flooding still going on. Now let me go over here and check this.
I I saw a picture of a tree down over on Highway 80.
All right, as we look at Mississippi Power, we got a lot of folks without power here also as we go to Mississippi Power. Just look at Highway 19 here, out by the Sammy Davidson complex by the college. We got somewhere around 30 people without power there. As we get into the right here on 44th Avenue, 45th Place, roughly 70 customers right there. This is going to be just along 26th Street. And as we get here around Highland Baptist Church, we got 145 people in this block without power. As we follow 29th Avenue, we've got somewhere around 70 people as we move east there. Now, this shows you exactly how this storm come across Meridian. 37 people without power there. And as we follow this, here's Meridian High School. Remember when we were talking about the storm sitting right there? Look at that. That's where it crossed. As we get to 39 right here, 135 people. This is Old Marion Road, right where the apartment complex is, most likely. Is going to be, what did I say, how many people? 134 without power there. Now, as we follow Russell Drive, we got another 25 customers without power there as well. So Meridian hit hard without power. As we get out here, another 30 customers. And that's a good bit. Now, let's check some of these other counties as we look at this. As we look here around McGee, around 900 people there. Bay Springs, not many. 1 in Newton there, 15 here. If you remember, we had extensive power outages there last week. Now, as we get into Neshoba County, let's look at this. Walnut Grove, we're going to go over 400 people here around the Walnut Grove area. Out in Arlington, where the storm was, where it was sitting here just a few moments ago, we got roughly, let's call it 90 people without power there. Linwood, Neshoba area there, following on Highway 15, about 8 people there. So this could be worse than it is as we look at this. Let's go back to radar and take a look at what we've got. All right, here's radar, current radar as we go to this tonight. Yes, we're still under a tornado watch until 10 p.m., Karen. Is there a chance they could drop this? Sure it is. We'll follow this and see what happens with this. Lauderdale County now has expired. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Neshoba County and also Winston County until 7:30 there. And then Kosciuszko, this italicized, this north end of Winston County has a different severe thunderstorm warning that will run until 8 p.m. You got 2 going on in Winston County. And this is, you'd mentioned heavy hail in northern Neshoba County. Look at that. This is going to be affecting Boga Chitto. You'll have this storm in 21 minutes in Coy area in 21 as it moves across there. And that's northern Neshoba County with the extreme hail and thunderstorms moving across. As we move back to Lauderdale County, as you can see, we're dropping the rain. The west side of Lauderdale County, Union, these areas, Newton, safe now. And I don't see anything back this direction that's going to be affecting us anytime soon. Dallas, it looks like we've got some severe weather. Several tornado warnings here around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you'll see that. And this is likely, and let me say this, I know this is not the immediate area, but look at this. We've got this showing here, and on a scale of 1 to 10, this is coming at a 7.2. This is generally what I talk about when this happens here, and we get this over a 7. It is a good chance that this is a tornado on the ground that we're looking at here around Grandview and Dallas, this area here, Covington, Texas. If you've got friends in that area, it's horrible weather going on there right now. And again, there's a chance that could be on the ground out there. As we look at this in this area here, not near as bad. As we come across, let's go back to Lauderdale County and look at what we've got. Again, we still have heavier rain in the eastern side of the county, but the rain intensifies as we get into this northern portion here in Alabama, north of Lisbon. Alabama 10 as we come out of Wynot, and we follow this, and this is going to be where 10 splits right along there with County Road 32. Look at the intensity of the rain there. And that storm following County Road 32 and is moving east and will be hitting Chapel Hill in about 14 minutes and Pelham and Indian Springs there in the next little bit as you see it cut across there. Here's Pennington where the paper mill is. As you'll see, it'll eventually get there. Here's Butler, barely in this severe thunderstorm warning there. Let's see. Let me check messages and make sure we don't have anything new that's going on. Anything new on your side?
Yes, we're getting all kinds of. There's
Give me
people
an
with
update.
rivers coming through their backyard in Broadmoor.
Okay, 10th Avenue and 33rd Street flooding. I just got a picture of that sent to me. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate you sending that in.
Brian McCary. There's a tree down 23rd and 38th Street.
Also, the 6200 block of North Hill Street. This is going to be pretty close down to where Dollar General is in that area there. You get into the 6000 block off of Highway 19 on the North Hill Street. We got a tree across the road at 6200 block of North Hill Street. Okay, we also have a truck that has hit a tree on North Hills and 43rd Court. A truck has hit a tree there. Okay, we also have another incident at mile marker 157 on I-20. A car has run off the road. Unknown injuries at this point. Country Club Drive near the tennis courts. Here's another one that I had not gotten into just then. We have that is the golf course, tennis courts completely underwater as we look at that. Have cars stalled in the water there is what I'm being told on that. All right, let's see here. 11th place, 34th Street.
This is that one I told you about, the tree down. There's a power line. It's down on a power line and it's on fire.
Okay. Now I'm going to have to get some more information on this, but I'm getting word that at 34th Street and 11th Place, a wall of a bridge has collapsed due to water. I need to get more information on that, and that may be changing in the next little bit. All right, let's see here. Okay, I got some pictures that I need to throw up here. Wow. I mean, folks, this is North Hills at 16th Avenue. Let me get some pictures up. This is I'm not sure that I've ever quite seen anything like that. Here is a car standing straight up. Let me get this loaded. And again, I'm getting this the best way I can.
Where's that at?
Hang on, I'll tell you. North Hills at 16th Avenue.
But we've already got that up.
The car up in the air?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me back up and get rid of that. Discard post. We got that up. All right, what about 10th Avenue and 26th Street? Got anything there? That looks pretty rough, too.
23rd Avenue.
I'm going to get this posted on here. And I appreciate everybody being patient with us.
There's so much coming in.
10th Avenue and 26th Street. Let me get this up. 10th Avenue. Okay, we just got some more pictures put up there. That's coming up. Again, if you're watching this, we have extensive flooding throughout Lauderdale County here is what we're coming up on. Let me see if this is acting right just yet.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Oh, did something happen in Russell?
I hadn't been told. What did you got?
This roof is gone off of this I can't tell if it's a carport or if it's a storage shed.
But we got damage to roof in the Russell area.
The roof is gone.
Okay. We'll get that up here in just a moment also, I think. Still not able to show the page through that way. It just is not working properly. All right, let me check here for more messages of what we've got going on. Now, the only other way that we can do this, let me pull back up radar. All right, let's go back to radar and pull this up here and look at what we've got in Neshoba County as this comes across. Neshoba County is still under a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is going to be until 7:30 tonight. So we got 4 minutes remaining on this. Now, this other severe thunderstorm, the southern portion of Winston County, is going to fade. We've got more storms moving out of Attala County that are moving in toward Louisville in that area there. All right, let's see what else I can do here. Let's see. Somebody texted me, wondering if we should start building an ark. It certainly feels like it of what we've gotten here in Lauderdale County tonight. Anything new that you're getting loaded to the page?
The tree on fire on the power line.
All right, I can describe through my phone of what we've got going on here. Again, as you mentioned, in Russell, completely destroyed, or whatever this was, and it looks to be a shed. The roof is gone. It looks like I see a tractor sitting inside of that. We've got major flooding here, 10th Avenue, 26th Street. Lost Gap also, if you're scrolling down, looking at all this in the Lost Gap area, major flooding there. 23rd Avenue at 38th Street, we see trees down there. Cromwell, Alabama. Boy, look at that hail coming down there. Broadmoor. That's it almost looks it's similar to a river in someone's backyard there. We see this in Meridian Estates. I can guarantee the police department, also the Meridian Fire Department, is beyond busy at this point. Everybody's scrambling to get everything taken care of. All right, let's go back and see what else we...
There's a lot of people that are having their houses flooded.
It's so, and which always brings to mind this question here is with this flood insurance. Boy, that becomes a problem with people that are dealing with this. Now, I have not heard anything that is going on out Van Zyverden Road. We usually have flooding in that area, and to my knowledge, we have not gotten any reports of that. Let's see here. Baskin Robbins Ice Cream, Papa John's Pizza, the roof is leaking there, and that's going to be on North Hill Street. We haven't, to my knowledge, gotten anything from the Dalewood area, have we? You remember? Nothing from Dalewood there. All of the, as Al told me, all of the departments of the fire department are working areas right now. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning coming in. All right, Kemper County just went under a severe thunderstorm warning. Let me refresh this and pull this back up for everybody to see. And again, this is coming from this storm right here. And Noxubee County is under this as well. Let's just go ahead and pop this up and so we can go over it. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Noxubee County, Kemper County, Winston County, and northern Neshoba County until 8:45.
We just got North Hill Street down past the light by the skating rink is closed off.
Okay, so right there at Northwest Baptist Church is where that's going to be closed. Okay. Yeah, let me load this picture that just come in. 26th Avenue. See if I can get this one up here. Boy, at the water. And this is going to be 10th Avenue.
Oh my word! Is that the same one that I'm looking at right now?
I don't
10th
know.
Avenue. They're going across the bridge.
No, this will be a separate picture, but same area. I'm going to.
The bridge. The water is up level with the bridge.
All right, get yours up there. Again, as we do this, we're getting the information as quickly as we can up. We got another video that is getting loaded for you to look at, and also we just loaded 10th Avenue from 26, looking toward 10th Avenue, as we have severe thunderstorm warnings that are now entering Kemper County. Let's look at our friends here. Butler, Alabama. Pennington now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:15. This is that storm north of Lisbon moving toward Pennington that has fired this one off as well. And that is going until 8:15 is what we've got there. It makes its way into Alabama. Now, y'all keep in mind, Alabama, you're going to get as much flooding as Lauderdale County did just a few moments ago. Now, again, as we have this severe thunderstorm warning issued for Kemper County, it does not have the intensity that what has come through Lauderdale County. This is a thunderstorm, don't get me wrong, but it does not have the punch. Right here is the worst of what we've got, Highway 21 in the intersection of 491 in Neshoba County. As we look at this, and that's going to be right there. Here's Bogachita, it's north of there, and it's moving toward right toward Linville United Methodist Church, or Linville Church. Let me rephrase that. It's no longer United Methodist, as we cut across toward Kemper Lake right there, and that'll also be there at Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department, and in that area right around the Cypress Mills coming out of Neshoba County. The Indian Mound's getting wet. We have a storm that is moving out of Attala that is moving toward Louisville. And this will be right toward Lake Teakata and toward right up toward Walmart there. And it should get there within 25 minutes moving out of there. Winston Academy, that area, you're going to get wet as well with that. All right, hang on just a second. Hey there. Yes, we will have some. Shouldn't be. That's what it's showing right now. We got some stuff that are back around in Arkansas, but nothing nowhere near. I'll text you here in a minute. And again, everybody wanting to know about the water is what that is about as we follow this. All right. If you look at Meridian out to our west, all the way to Jackson, Vicksburg, there's no rain there. The only rain that we've got is north of us as we look at this storm here. Heavy, heavy, heavy rain up here coming out of Kosciuszko. And as we put this into motion, that's going to stay away from Lauderdale County. We don't have anything else that is coming our way at this point in time as we look at this. And let's see here. That's now... Still no luck on that. All right, let's go back to radar. Let me take a look here if we've gotten anything new anything new stumbling in.
No, just a lot of flooding.
Massive flooding that is happened there. And the latest video that was put up, it shows at 23rd Avenue and 40th Street the amount of water that has fallen in that area. My, oh my. We just haven't seen this type of flooding here in forever. 10th Avenue, the bridge there, wow. All over the place here. All right, and as always, if you've got information as well. Okay, we're getting word there at Brookdale. And I'll see if I can't get some information on that. Let's see. Robbins Branch is out of its banks, and that's near the branch. Stay clear of it. 16th Avenue and North Hill Street. 16th Avenue and North Hill Street. A car has been swept away from road to under the bridge. No injuries. Wow. And again, let me repeat that. That's the 16th Avenue area at North Hill Street. A car has been swept away, taken off the road and under the bridge. No injuries. My, oh my. That's heavy rain there. All right, I'm just going over comments, and if you've got anything that we have not mentioned, please get that into us there. All right. I'm trying to get some information. We've had several people bring up Brookdale of rain, and we're trying to get some information on that, of what the extent of that is and what's going on there. Should have something mentioned on that here in a few moments as we look at all of this. Now, let's go back and take a look what we've got going on here at Pennington, Alabama. We do have flooding. Everybody is safe at Brookdale. I did get a confirmation on that, but there is water inside of Brookdale at this point, and they're trying to get to all of that, and everybody is safe. I did get that mentioned. So we do have flooding there in front of Northcrest Baptist Church. Northcrest sits up on a hill, so it's a little bit better, and if you'll know how that dips down, that's why we've got flooding in that area there. 35th Avenue, that shopping center, I would assume that it is the same as well there. Lauderdale County, as far as thunderstorms, we're good. That is moved out of the county now toward Lisbon, Alabama, Pennington. Here's the areas there. This will be affecting Little Walker in 8 minutes, Compton Landing in 20 minutes, and Geneva within 27 minutes as it moves across the county there. The second one will run until 7:45. This first severe thunderstorm warning is going to expire in 8 minutes. This right here on this west side. Kemper County, not a lot happening here except in the west side as we have the storm, and it is weakening as we look at this. Let's go here and look at our severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is the intersection of 491 and 21, Highway 21, as it moves into Kemper County there. And this will be at Preston within 10 minutes, Linville within 12 minutes, and then reach Cypress Mills within 20 minutes right there. It's right at the county line, moving east across the county at this point. Look at that. As we've got this severe thunderstorm warning, it is moving out of Neshoba County into Kemper County, and again, losing its intensity, thank heavens. Now, this is still packing a punch as we look at Winston County. And again, this is headed toward Lake Teakata. It will be there in about 21 minutes as this moves into Winston County. Downtown Louisville is going to get flooded by this as it comes across. And again, expect that in about 20 minutes. And this severe thunderstorm warning lasts until 8 p.m. So we got 22 minutes remaining on this. It doesn't appear that it will hold past that. As Bonnie said, everybody is safe. Thank you, Bonnie. Everybody is safe at Brookdale. That's good, but we do have flooding there in the area. Highway 49 and 60 and Murphy Road, we're getting that there is damage there also. Let's see here. All right, let's see here what we're watching, and let's look at power outages as we look at Lauderdale County. And not much change in this as we look at Lauderdale. That's pretty much the same as it's moved out of the county. And again, a lot of these areas, let me warn you on this, they're trying to get there. We've got a lot of water, and it's not safe for them to repair something with that much water, and they're doing that as quickly as they can. Let's look at what's happening here with Mississippi Power. I'm going to assume that it's about the same as well. Not much has changed there. They've got about 600 people without power in Meridian at this point on Mississippi Power. So now that we know that, still nothing there on that end. Let's see. All right, we got some of this loaded to the webpage, ScottyRayReport.com, where I'm able to show some of this stuff. And let's go through here, the pictures that we haven't been able to show here. This is Russell that we mentioned a little bit ago. Look at that. And then we come across, it's a heap of pictures. Look at all of this flooding that we've had. This is what we were talking about in Marion, where it was coming through the canopy. Look at that, how much rain come through that.
Oh, there's no lights. The lights are out up by Toyota on 39.
So Highway 39 and 33rd Street are without lights there. And again, let me remind you, we've got probably all hands on deck with the Meridian Police Department and the Meridian Fire Department as we look at this. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm getting word that in the 4200 block of Club Park Drive, flooding person is on top of a vehicle. And so we've got the Meridian Police Department, Fire Department going to rescue in that situation. And we haven't had any reports of anyone that has been hurt by any of this, but by all means, we've got severe damage in the Meridian area through all of this. And again, 4200 block of Club Park Drive, flooding person is on top of a car there. All right, let's see here. I'm getting some more. Let me, I'm going to load some more pictures here, I think.
Why not? Motorsports is flooded.
Why not is?
Shelby Ann.
All right, I'm going to put up some just random pictures here that was just sent in from Meridian. Just got some more loaded with that. All right, let's take a look here. What area is that? Yeah, 34th and 10th. Parties, okay. What about the personal top car? You know anything about that? Okay. Well, maybe they got out there. Is the bridge collapsed all the way? Is it just shaky? Okay, well, that makes sense. All right, update me as you go. Thank you. All right, the last pictures that I got was the 34th Street, 10th Avenue area. And again, that's that area where we've been talking about the bridge that is the bridge hasn't collapsed, but it's washing out around the bridge on 10th Avenue. We've gotten a lot of reports of that tonight as we're looking at that. All right, let's see here. Anything new on your end that you've done? Nothing new there.
Did you see the video I put up by Discount Cell Phone Accessories?
Discount.
And Will Sweat's office.
Will Sweat's office. Let's see. Why Not Motorsports Park is a pond now. We just got that loaded onto the Facebook page if you're watching from that. So we just got this from the City of Meridian. The City of Meridian urged residents to stay off roads amid widespread flooding tonight. They are actively responding to significant flooding across multiple areas in the city due to the ongoing severe weather conditions. Residents are strongly urged to stay off roads tonight unless absolutely necessary. Flooded roadways, let me get back to where I was. Flooded roadways present serious and unpredictable dangers, including swift water movement, and we all know that. Mayor Percy Bland says our priority is the safety of our residents. We're asking everyone to remain where they are, avoid travel, and allow our first responders to do their work safely and efficiently tonight. Stay alert and stay safe. Emergency personnel, including fire and public works crews, are actively monitoring conditions and are responding as needed to each location. City officials remind everyone, don't attempt to drive through standing water, turn around, and don't drown. That is very important. Stay tuned, and we will have updates as they become available there. And again, that's from the City of Meridian, basically urging everybody to stay home. That 10th Avenue, boy, at the water coming off of that. Will Sweat's office, and again, that's on North Hill Street. That's some serious water. And again, we've got that. All of that is available on our page that you can see. And again, it just it picked a funny time for me not to be. I can broadcast on it, but I can't see it for some reason. We'll get that worked out as quickly as we can as we follow this storm there. And again, we've got pictures also available on ScottyRayReport.com if you're looking at that area. Let's go back to radar and take a look at what we've got showing on radar tonight. As we look at this, let me turn this off and do a refresh so we'll know that we've got the absolute latest and greatest when it comes to radar. And again, at this point, we're turning to Pennington, Alabama, Butler, those areas there. Let me turn this back on. That's going to be until 8:15 for the Butler, Alabama area there. Kemper County under this until 8:45 tonight. We have a severe thunderstorm warning there. As we look at northern Winston County and Noxubee County, this is going to be until 8 p.m. So we got 14 minutes remaining on this, and I do not expect any of this right here to remain. I think that's going to fade out and go away. As we look back to our west, there's not anything coming in from the Monroe side. We do have some tornado warnings up here. That's going to be in Arkansas. That's going to miss us altogether there. We got to go all the way back over here in Texas here, south of Fort Worth to find any more. And that's miles and miles away is what we've got there. Now, again, the main concern that we've got is flooding. Allison, tell me what part of North Hills that you're on there that you're wanting to know about getting out. Are you at work? What's going on there? Poplar Springs Drive. There's most areas that is under a lot of water. Downtown Meridian, I would assume right there by Rush Hospital, if you were to go 18th Avenue by the old radio station right there, that area always floods. So be careful in that area also. 18th Avenue has been prone to flood as well. 10th Avenue is a new one that is taking on so much water tonight. That's a shocker of what we've got as we follow all of this.
Metro and Meridian Fire Department are also helping.
Metro
with MPD.
Okay, I've had several requests about asking about Brookdale. There is flooding in the building. Water has gone into the building, but all residents are safe. I'll check with them once again. Everybody there at Brookdale is safe. There is water in the building. They're on 35th Avenue, all through that area there as you get into North Hills, underwater at this point. Now, let's see what we got here. We have in the 700 block of 26th Street, we have a residence that has flooding. No one hurt, thank goodness, and no one is trapped. They got everybody out of that way. 18th Avenue, we've got 18th Street and 10th Avenue. We've got another vehicle that is submerged in water. This is just topics that we don't typically talk about here. Newton and Forest are fine. Nothing going on in Newton and Forest, Kiki. Everything is fine there. And again, if you're looking at the map, here's Newton, here's Scott County, that area right there, all safe. Still, the National Weather Service still leaving this yellow highlighted area of a possible tornado watch through 10 p.m. I do expect this to subside at some point. It doesn't look like there's going to be any threat after this passes. The worst of this stuff has moved into Alabama as we look at this. Let's see here. Out Highway 45, that's going to be near Simmons Wrecker. Almost 3 inches of rain fell in that area. I'm getting reported as we start looking into all of this. So there we go. All right. Let's see if we can check some more things here. Still having problems with that. All right, let me look at here statewide. Hang on, let me try something here. To get a little help with that. Hang on here. Let's pull back up radar where we can watch something while I figure something out.
Jan Bushman said she had to drain her pool to keep it from overflowing, and the lower area of her yard near her crawl space is flooded.
So she's taking on water. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. All right, looking at radar. Again, Louisville right now has the most amount of rain that we've got anywhere. This is located right over anybody that's watching us from Winston County right now. This is right in the heart of this as it moves across there. This is going to be in Boone and Ellison Ridge within 18 minutes is what we're expecting. All right, as we keep watching this stuff as it comes across, again, Louisville getting the worst of this. Let's look at this downtown area around Louisville as we follow this. Here's Walmart here. This is going to follow out Highway 14 as we look at this. And right here is Crystal Ridge. This storm is coming across Highway 14 near Crystal Ridge and will be entering that area in just a few moments. But a lot of water there from Lake Teocata up to Walmart, downtown Louisville up to Winston Academy, over following Highway 14, all the way out there to Bethel Baptist Church if you're traveling 14. And this also out here at J&S Food. But it's got a lot. Shiloh Baptist Church. Look at the rain there. And we've got a storm right there at the church there at that dirt road as it cuts across northeasterly across the county. So that's what we got shaking there. In Kemper County, let's look at what we've got. And again, it's still a severe thunderstorm warning for another 7 minutes. We got showers right around this area right here, around Cyples Mills. It's heavy rain, but it's not anything to be concerned about. This flash flood warning that we've got for Lauderdale County, without a doubt, that is still remaining, is our biggest concern there. At this point, we're following all of that as it moves off to the east there. And look at that rain that we've got near Selma. That's all these storms that's rolled through our area this afternoon. Ethan, talking about Shiloh there, as we were looking at here on the map there, it's getting hammered as well there. Getting some hail too as we look at this Starkville. And let me do this. I haven't looked at what we've got when it comes to the hail. Let's turn on that damaging hail path there. And that's what Ethan's talking about right there. Look at this hail that's over this area right there. It's pounding that all the way into downtown Louisville, over here to Crystal Ridge. Look at all that. Okay, we got something. Let's see here. All right. All right, we do have a structure fire that has just been reported in the 2600 block of 10th Avenue. 2600 block of 10th Avenue is what we're being told here. And let me see if we can find this, if I can get this right this time. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's a little bit slower than that. 10th Avenue. Now, I don't know at this point what has caused this fire, but here's what we're looking at here. The Meridian Fire Department. Here's Azalea Park. Here's Mike's Auto here on Highway 39, East Mississippi Power Association. This is where the fire department is headed, right along here on 10th Avenue as we see this. Now, right here is 33rd Street, where you go to Walmart. This is going to be due south of there. Right there. 10th Avenue, that's the 2600 block, as we'll learn more about that in the next few moments and get that out to you as quickly as we can. Let's keep those folks in our thoughts. That has been canceled. I just got a text message said, never mind, cancel that, everything's okay. That's good news. That was a quick prayer, wasn't it? Worked over quite well there. Have we gotten any new information in the last few moments? Any flooding?
I have a video of the flooding at Canes.
A new video of Canes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like we've never seen before there. Neshoba Central, all of that is clear of lightning now at Neshoba Central. Winston County still our worst that we've got going on with this. We've got roughly, okay, that's been extended until 8:45 is what we've got here. This is a pretty nasty one that we got in Winston County as we look at this. That's a pretty good little storm there. And again, it starts at J&S, comes across there, Shiloh Baptist Church, over to Highway 25, and then out Highway 14, making its way toward Noxubee County. And again, all of these are going to expire at 8:45. So we got another 49 minutes remaining on this as it comes across. Well, big night for weather without a shadow of a doubt tonight as we look at all of this. Pennington, Alabama also getting hammered tonight as well. Again, if you've got comments, if you've had rain showers interrupt you, please let us know all about it there. Let me go back and just describe what we've got on the page here recently as you're looking. Again, we've got the live feed pinned to the top of the page, and as we go down, you can see 37th. And I'm assuming that's 37th Street is what that is. Is that right? 37th Street. What you just put, you just says 37th. Is that 37th Street?
Let me go back and find it.
Okay. As we look at this Raising Canes, this video, you could literally go fish there. I've never seen anything like that.
All they said was 37th.
So I'm going to assume that's 37th Street that we've got up. Why Not Motorsports Park flooded as we look at this. This is 10th Avenue. I need to adjust that so y'all can see that.
What is this, Newell Road down from Lamar?
Yeah, we got something on Newell Road coming in now.
Flooded.
Okay, so
where Newell Road crosses
North Hill Street.
Uh-huh.
And that would take you to Northeast Elementary is what you're describing there.
Yes.
Right there is where we're talking about where Winn-Dixie is. You get down to right here at Lindley Road. That changes to Lindley Road, North Hill Street, Newell Road, right there at that intersection. So we've got flooding right through here. Can't make it into Marion at this point. Mayor Percy Bland just texted me. He said he's got all hands on deck, and all of his heads are out taking care of business. All right, just got an update here. Bounds Road and State Boulevard. Water is over the road at the spillway. Do not attempt to cross it. And again, that's going to be at Bounds Road and State Boulevard.
I have a video somewhere of that.
Okay, and that's right up there where that little fishing where
It's
the
coming down through
Yeah.
there. Yes, I gotta go back and find it.
this is right off Chandler Road, right along in there is where you'll find that. No new updates there. Okay, what that was, and I just got an explanation of what the fire department was responding to at 10th Avenue. It's a tree on fire, so most likely it was either struck by lightning or we had a power pole or something like that overheat. So that's what happened there. All right, we've even, let's see, I'm trying to look at all these different ones. Highway 39, we've got, as we talked about, as you cross that, we're even here and there at the old Winn-Dixie parking lot, some flooding in that area also. So be careful right here. We're getting right there. There's some flooding there. I guess that's the Aldi store now? Yeah, that's the new one there. Nick, all hands on deck is what I meant by that. As every department from animal control, Metro is out. We've got Meridian Fire Department. Every division, code enforcement is out also working on this. Tree on fire, 26th Street, 10th Avenue is what we talked about just a moment ago. Noxubee County, not much going on in Noxubee just yet. Here's what we got going on in Noxubee. You've got this rain that is going to be coming out of Winston County towards you, Highway 14 area. Just hadn't reached there yet, Michelle, so be prepared for that in the next little bit. Just to give you a timeline of what we've got here, this will be at Meshulaville in about 20 minutes and the Macedonia area in about 28 minutes as it approaches coming into Macon downtown area there. Back in Louisville, the southern end of this will be in Vernon and handle in about 25 minutes right there at the county line.
Environment Masters wants to remind everyone they have generators.
Get your mic around where everybody can hear you. They can't hear you. Do what now?
Environment Masters wants to remind everybody they have generators for times such as these.
Absolutely there. Being without power is no fun, and Environment Masters can help you out that. And again, if you have any electrical issues after this, if you've got plumbing issues, they can come help you out, and they'll be there as quickly as they can get their family owned and operated.
Can't get back on the page.
That was some ugly language that was put there, and I don't quite understand what you're wanting to be shown. So be it. I don't understand what you're talking about. We had somebody in the comments there that I don't understand what they want. We have all hands on deck, as I mentioned, doing everything they can around Meridian, doing the absolute most they can. Number one is life that they're out protecting right now. There's no telling how many people that they've rescued that have been in cars that have been flooded, cars that have been swept under bridges. That's happened several times. They're taking care of that. Trees that fall on homes across roads, they're taking care of that, and then they will progress toward getting power when it is possible. Power companies cannot work when the conditions could hurt their staff, and that's just plain and simple how that works. And I'm not sure what you wanted there. As we look at Meridian, again, as we look at the county and we follow this, we have the flash flood warning through 10 p.m. And what that means is, although the rain has moved out of Lauderdale County, the runoff continues. All this flooding, all this water that's running off the high places going into the low places is causing more flooding. North Hill Street flooded like it's never been before. As we look at Louisville, now we've got this severe thunderstorm warning until 8:45 tonight, moving to the northeast, that could possibly affect Kemper County. It will most definitely affect Noxubee County, Highway 45 area there. It is slowly coming out of Winston County, and we look at this, half dollar size hail has been brought up with this. Now this is 60 miles an hour is what we're getting quoted here, and this will be at Nanawaya by right now at about 8:10, about 5 minutes to reach Nanawaya. Moving due east as we look at this. Look at this Highway 15 from Noxapater. If you've got to go from Noxapater to downtown Louisville to Lake Teocata, hold off a little while. It just comes across there. As we look at this, we should have another storm reaching at Triples Corners right there. That's going to be there in about 11 minutes. Right there is Triples Corner. That's going to be Ellison Ridge right there at the county line. So lots of storms, lots of rain moving out of Winston County. It has dumped a lot of rain and a lot of hail. Now the west side is good now in Winston County. Y'all are good back over here near Shiloh Church. That's moved on from you. And again, this thing's picked up some speeds, 60 mile an hour as it goes across here. That's moving rather quickly for the county. Pennington, Alabama, still getting hammered at this point. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning there until 8:15. So you've got about 9 minutes remaining on that one as well. The severe tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. That's still in effect. Monticello, as we get back out of the state of Mississippi and back over here into Arkansas, we've got severe thunderstorm watches in that area and a warning there. Nothing major. Now let's look up here at the state line. This is right at the state line, Forest City. Arkansas, we have a tornado warning until 8:30. Thank goodness this is, and hopefully none of this comes on. Let's just look at the velocity of this thing here. That's at about a 5, but it's strong winds as we see this. And if you'll see that, that's headed straight for West Memphis is where that's going to head to. And if you live in the West Memphis area, y'all be prepared. You've got bad weather just to the west of you, tornadic activity. Our area, we haven't had any of that. We've had severe thunderstorm warnings, high winds, and a lot of flooding here throughout the evening there. Okay, let's see here. Let me look at something. We're going. I had somebody ask of more rain. We could get some more rain, possibly right around midnight. That storm could come to about an hour's worth between 12 and 1 is what we're showing now, to where it had more, but we could see some rain between 12 and 1 is what we're looking at as we do that. And let me just take a look and do some advance there. And we have a shower that is going to affect us that will come into Meridian from the west, and this will start around midnight. We'll come across, and by 1 is out of the county. So expect that to happen. We got a little bit more rain than we've already got. Now that's 4 hours away. Anything can change, but we're predicting that. All right, let's see here. Going to check, we got some folks out in the Druid Hills area checking on things as well as we watch all of this. All right, had to send that about some rain and how that was going to affect some cleanup areas, and I apologize. And again, as we've said many times, this is just live, and we do as much as we can, as quickly as we can, getting this out to everybody. As we're getting word from the city of Meridian, the mayor, they released a statement urging everyone not to travel. If you do not have to travel, stay at home. We don't want you caught up in some rain that's crossing the road and be swept away. We want everybody safe. If you've got to go home from work, do so with caution. be careful. I'm sure that most businesses at this point on North Hill Street has closed at this point. I would think there's a rarity of this, and I want to go back over that as we look at Brookdale, as we reported flooding there at 35th, right in front of Northcrest Baptist Church. That area there, it did flood. Water did get inside of the living facility. Everyone is okay. They went to higher ground in there. Everybody's going to be fine. They've got to do some serious carpet changes and things of that, I'm sure, at this point, but everybody is okay. I do not have a rain total other than Marion area, almost 3 inches is all I've got, and it's got to be more than that. Let's see here. I was checking here. Let me show you radar. All right, let's turn on local storm reports and get a few of these that we hadn't read out in these areas. And again, as you can see here, not a lot reported from Meridian at this point, but flash flooding in the parking lot of apartment complex Highway 39, that is listed on there. We've reported a little bit more than that. Tree on a home on Russell Tompkins, we reported that. We get into Philadelphia. Let's see here. Social media pictures of large hail, size hail there. 2-inch size hail was reported there at Pearl River. That's pretty strong there. As we get into this northern portion here, thunderstorm, as we look at that, tin roof blown off on County Road 2808 there in Neshoba County. That's going to be in the northern portion of the county there. My, that's a lot there. This is the warned area, this gold that we've got here. We've got some strong winds over here. Now, this is going to be south of near Highway 43 as we look at that 58-mile-an-hour wind. Here's Thomaston, Alabama, Providence, Linden. Here's Highway 43. Some strong winds to the southeast of Pennington, Alabama, if you live in that area. Special weather statement, severe thunderstorm until 11 o'clock. That's a watch and special weather statement through 8:15 involving that right there. Now let's go back to radar and turn on our high resolution there. Again, we see this moving into Kemper County, just the tip here. Now, Macon's going to be majorly affected by this as this moves out of downtown Louisville. As we see here, that's moved out of Louisville. It's south of there. Highway 397 that'll lead you back to Kemper County has got a lot of rain on it. And if you're traveling there out of northern Kemper County on 397 toward Louisville, do so carefully. As a matter of fact, you should kind of wait there in Preston for a little bit, let that storm pass, get 397 clear. This will be at Meshulaville within 17 minutes and Macedonia in 22 minutes as it nears the Macon city limits within 30 minutes. So y'all will have this storm before long. That's what we got showing there. Moving across the county. Let's see. Any updates on anything new that has come in as far as...
No.
Let's do an update here. A lot of times, Brenda said she had an alert about tornado watch Clark County. Clark County usually updates there several times. They'll push that back out, is what they do, as I'm sure what that is, because it's still... I'll show you here what Clark County is going on there. That's still until 10 p.m. And what they're doing is, and I usually get an email on that somewhere also, they just push that out several times. Yeah, it come in on my phone as well. And that's just an update from them reminding everybody in Clark County that there's a tornado watch. MSU, Starkville campus has got rain approaching it as well. Doobie, we are going to get another round of rain between 12 and midnight. It won't be the intensity that this is. And again, that's forecasted. Now we're sitting at 8 p.m. now. That's midnight. That's 4 hours. And what that would be is some of this drifting across here and being out of Lauderdale County, out of the state of Mississippi by 1 a.m. I don't expect it to be a tornado or a thunderstorm warning with it. At this point, it looks like it's just going to be heavy rain as it exits the county and comes across. It's going to dump some rain, so be ready for that as we look at that. Trees down on 832 Stallo. Electricity still out. Thank you, Cindy, as we get those reports in northern Neshoba County there.
Patrick said Sam Lackey Road got 1.97 inches of rain.
That's a bunch there.
Where did you say trees down?
That's going to be on Stallo,
Okay.
Road 832,
Okay.
Neshoba County. Let's see. Patrick Swanner says he's got a rain gauge mounted outside, and I do not have that. I don't. We need to get one.
No, you threw our rain gauge down in the flower bed sideways.
I thought it was going to work.
Not
It
sideways.
fell. Okay, I'm not Mr. Crafty. I'm not.
No. You don't think?
I'm just telling you, Heidi, I am not a carpenter. I'm a lot of things, but that I cannot do.
I will agree to that.
Yeah, I can build a deer stand, and it leaks. Me and that squared thing I never got that class for whatever reason. As we look at this, the rain intensity for Lauderdale County has moved out. There will be another shower later on. We do have this severe thunderstorm warning that is still remaining, and Kemper County is just not going to get any of this. They're going to keep this under Kemper. I do expect them to tighten this area here in a few moments. As you see, this is losing its punch. Heavy rain as we look at Highway 490 going into Noxubee County, and then also still here on 397 as it moves east toward the Macon, Mississippi area. And both of these are going to cross just south of Macon. They're the center of it. It's going to rain heavy now in Macon. If y'all hadn't gotten your share of a lot of rain, expect that. This is until 8:45 p.m. So we've got 29 minutes remaining on this. I do expect the National Weather Service to tighten this up and take Kemper County out of this in the next little bit and move this line here east, at least over to the county line if they don't inspire the whole thing. This is still something to watch right here. Sitting right there on 397. We got to watch that. That hasn't died down enough, but we're going to tighten this area up here from the National Weather Service before long. Eupora, we got showers as you get into Houston, Mississippi. Look at all this rain up here. Pontotoc getting flooded. Holly Springs, these areas here, and Tunica, even up here as it comes into the state. Now, right there is Mr. Nasty, as we talked about. Moving on West Memphis, we got a tornado warning that is in that area also. All right, hang on. Let me get an update here. What you got? Okay. Okay, Highway 39 at Hardee's. We still got, is water over the road there? No.
Tree down
Okay,
on Highway
four-way.
1180 if you're coming from Russell.
Okay.
If you're coming from Russell headed towards town, tree down, Highway 1180. And I love you too, Stephanie.
We got another rainstorm coming in 12 to 1. It won't be as bad, but it is more rain coming in at midnight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's flooded. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure that's good.
Does anybody know how the roads are from NAS to North Hill Street? We've got people trying to come into town. Also, somebody's asking about the crossroads and if it's flooded at the crossroads.
What we're being told, Highway 39 at North Hills, the red light is out. We're treating that as a stop sign. I think they got stop signs up there on Highway 39 by Hardee's there, where North Hill Street, and that's being treated that way. The good news is the water is starting to recede that I'm getting from officials. That's starting to run off and recede. That is the good news, is I'm getting updates across the Meridian area. I don't think we haven't had any injuries, have we, that you're aware of? Okay. All right. We have not, and again, there may be something that we're not aware of, but as of right now, we have not gotten any word that there have been any injuries in Lauderdale County. That is good news. So we'll keep that. All right. Check that again just a little bit and update me as you can. Again, we got a little update there. Roads are best kept off of at this point. There is so much going on in Lauderdale County with all of the emergency management teams that are out. We've got code enforcement helping. We've got animal control out working. And believe it or not, yes, there's pets that need to be saved during stuff like that, and they're working to do this also. We've got the Meridian Police Department. We got the Meridian Fire Department. We have Metro out working as well. All hands on deck throughout the city, and I'm sure Meridian Public Works, all of those guys are working as well. The road crews are out. I don't want to leave anybody out because this is a joint effort by everybody within the city and the county helping together. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department also out working throughout the county in areas where they can be of assistance, where lights need to be as people get this up. And you're right, being out, Teresa, in something like this is a wreck waiting to happen. 39 by Northeast High School is okay. That's good news to know there. Let's see. Enterprise area, no. Here's nothing happening there. There's no more rain in that area there. So everything is good there. Nothing to worry about there. And again, as we mentioned, as I was checking with officials there, we don't have anybody to our knowledge that has been injured. Now, there may be other areas. Brookdale was flooded. Everybody is okay. Everybody is safe there, but it did get wet on inside. If you have a family member that lives there, you might want to call and just double check. It'll be okay to do that. They don't mind talking to you about that. They understand that you have loved ones. And if you've got people that live in other areas around town, wouldn't hurt to check on that either. All right, hang on just a second. What's it look like?
We have a tree down on 43rd Street and 40th Avenue.
Everything is bad. Anything you can tell me?
If you don't need to go anywhere, please stay at home.
And I'll get it up. Nobody's hurt in your knowledge, all right? Okay. All right, send me a video. Wow. And just confirming again, we have no injuries that around town. That is a miracle with all this water that has come down. I know we've had several people that were rescued earlier, and we're smiling. Everything's good. Now, we did have a wreck earlier before this storm came in on Highway 495, roughly there at Sycamore, at Highway 493 near where the old Bailey's store used to be, where you take a left on Highway 495. A car lost control, flipped several times there. They weren't injured. MHP was on scene, but there were no injuries with that. To come up on it, it didn't look that way. It was rough looking there. Nick, that's just that's mild. How often that phone goes off with what you've heard tonight. Everybody's hands are on deck at this point, and as we check around for all the information that we can. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning here north of us. As we look at Kemper and Neshoba counties, this is still hovering that Winston County line moving into Noxubee County there. Sugar Lock, you'll have this in 27 minutes is what we're looking at. Getting a little bit of rain there. Let's see. Now, as you'll look at this, let's just follow this storm. You see that black shadow following that out? And that's where it will be here in about 30 minutes from now. You follow it from right where it is now. That's in 17 minutes, and the storm reaches right there at 30 minutes at Macon. That's where she's headed there. So Noxubee County still under this severe thunderstorm warning until 8:45. So 15. So we got 20 minutes remaining on that before that expires, and that's going to take care of all of our major watches that we've got going on here. And then we'll get back to focusing on getting up the very latest that we have in information onto the page. All right, let me see here. We're going to check power outages in just a moment. Let's see. Let me double check myself here. Again, we have a storm that will move into Decatur about 11:45. It's going to be swift, and it's into the Meridian area, stretching from Meridian to Decatur at midnight. And as this comes across, it will be out of Lauderdale County by 1 a.m. period. It's out of the county. So that's going to be our next encounter. Macon will get a little bit more with that. All right, let's go up and look at our, see where we are. Nothing new there. Here's what we got with power outages tonight. About the same as we look at this of what's going on with EMEPA. Still 100 people here in Newton County without power, 6 on the west side here. And then we got this hurdle of about 120 people here, 125 people there out near the southeast area, and then about 31 people in southern Lauderdale County here without power. That's going to fall right there on Fisher Road, out in the 0 area right there, Fisher Road without power. As we look at Mississippi Power, let's refresh that and see if they've got anything up. About just barely under 800 people in Meridian without power on Mississippi Power. They've got a lot more than EMEPA does without power. There's some of the heavier hit areas here. Highway 39 right there. It's going to be about 130 people, and that's been there for a while. Up here on Sellers Drive, Hawkins Crossing right there. Up by the industrial park there, we've got a lot of people without power in that area. And across town, here's a big one here out by Highland Baptist Church. And again, the same thing that we're looking at with the MEPA has not been a lot of change because a lot of these guys have not been able to get out. The problems being they're working hard to get this back on. Sometimes it's a tree in a tough place, but when the power starts coming on, a lot of times one fix will take care of 200 people is what we're seeing here. Let me see what we've got statewide. I skipped my button somehow. Statewide, here's what we're looking at for the state of Mississippi. We have roughly 3,600 people without power there. And you'll look at that, roughly 800 there in Lauderdale County, 178 in Neshoba County. Atala County has 100, and not near. So we've got it right here. This is where the storm come across. See that path? And then out of the state of Mississippi. That's the path that it took as it come across there. Lafayette County having the most at 1,000 people without power. Lauderdale County, the number 2 county in the state of Mississippi without power, followed by DeSoto, then Neshoba County, Panola, and then Newton County coming in there toward the end there with 120 people without power. So we've had a busy evening with the power companies, and again, they are working as hard as they can to get this stuff back on. I understand where they're coming from. All right. Let's pull back up Knox Toyota radar as we follow this. Now, good news that we've got over here that we've been following this. These thunderstorm warnings have expired in the Camden area, Millbrook area. We're still just watching this right here. And again, I'm shocked that they haven't already canceled this for Kemper County. It's 16 minutes remaining on this, and it will eventually fade on off. The threat is gone out of Winston County. You got just a little bit of rain right here on 490 crossing into Kemper County. We have 2 systems, I said that wrong, coming out of Winston County into Noxubee County. Make sure I say that right. This will be near Macedonia in 11 minutes and be at Sugarlock in 20 minutes. Be at Calyx in 27 minutes. Now, this is going to, both of these storms are going to cross Highway 45. This leading edge storm will be at McLeod in 20 minutes, Paulette in 22, Cooksville in 28, and Dinsmore in about 29 minutes. That's in that eastern side of Noxubee County there. This is not going to affect anything in the north half there. Stark Vegas, not a lot going on. Some showers there around 25. Sturgis heading into the county. But this is the worst that we've got there. Let's turn off radar and look at the state as a whole. And as you look at this, the only severe thunderstorm, almost told a boo-boo there. We've got one up here at Cleveland that will be until 9:30. Now, this right here, if you'll see this approaching Greenville, Mississippi, we have a tornado warning here in Arkansas that is moving toward Mississippi, and that is going to run until 9:30. And just to cover ourselves, Ashley County in Arkansas. Just a few moments ago, about 6 minutes ago, radar indicated a storm possible to producing a tornado 8 miles southeast of Ingalls or 12 miles north of Crossett, moving at 40 miles an hour. And again, this is Arkansas making its way toward Mississippi as it comes across there. And a lot of wind involved with this as we see this. You're looking at 81 mile an hour shear winds involved with this storm in Arkansas. And again, that is real close to the Mississippi line as we watch this storm make its way. Now, what do we got over here? This is a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock for Alabama. This should be subsiding before too long. The yellow side here is nothing but a tornado watch until 10 p.m. Now, we've got some activity up here. This was a tornado warning. It's been downgraded, but it is still heavy as we see this. 70 mile an hour winds as it makes its way. This is right at the state line up here by Walls. Those areas there. Tunica, just north of there. Horseshoe Lake, coming into Walls into the state and then crossing into Germantown, Tennessee, in that area there. Collierville, those areas. But all around the state of Mississippi, but no warning, tornado warnings for us. Only on the eastern side here. Let's turn radar back on and look at this. We now have, what is that, 13 minutes remaining on this right here. Winston County is in the clear. There's nothing going on there. It is all moved into Kemper County now, in between the county line and Highway 45 as it makes its way across 21 in those areas toward downtown Macon there at the four-way stop. Tim's and those areas there across the main area of Macon. All right, have we gotten any new updates on anything? Mm-hmm. Nothing new. All right, let me check for up.
It's all calmed down now.
It is slowing down there.
We've got some pictures of after the flooding.
Get your mic around there where they can hear you. They can't hear a word that you're saying. Okay.
We have some pictures after the flooding, someone's house, the after effects.
Okay. Are we getting those up also?
Yes.
I got Bounds Road. I'm going to take a picture of this and get this up. All right. Take me just a second here as we add some new pictures to the page. And the picture that I just put up again is going to be Bounds Road at the spillway, and that's a lot of water. Now, as we got reports of several locations around town, this stuff is starting to recede now. Okay, and I think you just put this up about a tree down.
Yes, I did.
On 43rd Street and 40th Avenue. And that is,
from what I read, it hit a power line.
Okay, it hit a power line and took out more power, and that is completely blocking that road as well. And that's what we've got there. And again, if you've got damage, anything that you want to pass along, either put it in the comments or inbox us with a picture so we can share that with everyone else. I haven't gotten anything new on that. Let's see here. Let's back out here. And again, that is completely in Noxubee County at this point. Let me show you these locations. This is the last severe thunderstorm warning that we got. And as this moves out, this will, here's your line here. Here's Scuba, and this will follow this up past McDade's and cut right across there at Briggs 5 Point and follow Old Highway 45 out to where Tooney Hill used to live, right out here. Tooney lived in the curve there, if y'all remember. Little Tooney lives out that way now, too. And as you see Bentonville United Methodist Church here, this is going to cut across and eventually make its way toward the Bentonville Methodist Church there and then on in toward Geiger, Alabama. We've got heavy rain coming down at Sugarlock Lumber at this point there around the Dollar General. Anywhere north of Wahalak. Now, these dirt roads, the dummy line back toward DeKalb as you cut through there, that's going to be muddy, muddy, muddy. Highway 45, again, once you cross that county line there, past Wahalak and where the back porch was, is going to be intensifying in rain. The worst of the rain that we got in Noxubee County right here, following Highway 21 in the junction of Highway 39 on the outskirts of Sugarlock. And I don't remember the name of the store that used to be right there. Stopped at it many, many times. I can see it, but I just can't call the name of it for whatever reason. But it's going to be crossing right there. The eye of the storm will cross right through there and then cross. This is going to be right here by the old mansion as you're coming into Sugarlock, where you see they named it a new. It's got a new name.
What?
The mansion up there that was bought out by the cattle farm.
I don't know.
It used to be the E.F. Nunn Company mansion. And it was bought by a cow company that I, for some reason, can't think of. And it'll cross right across that front pasture, across there, and then head on into Kemper County and then out. That's going to bug me till I figure out the name of that because I know it. Let's see here. You're going to have some showers move through, graze through Philadelphia later, that midnight area, but it will not be as tough as what's going on now. And Chet, thank you for saying that. A big thank you to everybody that spends money with us. And a big thank you to Chet. He's been with me since day one as we started this adventure there. And that's what helps us keep the lights on and be able to do this for everybody every time weather comes through there. Now, again, as I've been asked this several times, and it is just hard to gauge how much will come down again as it comes across. But we will start getting showers in Lauderdale County roughly around 11:45. It's going to stretch from Decatur to Meridian and then move across and be out of here by 1 o'clock. It will not be as much rain as we've got now. Let's see, lightning in the area of the Kentucky Fried Chicken there in Noxubee County is what we're getting there. It's within 10 miles of there. Not a good time to be holding an umbrella outside standing in the water there if you're in Noxubee County tonight. No rain in Lauderdale County at this point, and that's good news. As we look back here, we're still watching this tornado warning out to the west of the state of Mississippi. Look at this little sprinkle we got here at the Newton-Jasper County line near Garlandville there at 504. As we look, as I mentioned, I cannot stress to you how many people are out working tonight to make these streets safe. And let me remind you of this: as this rain has come through, it affects roads and it washes. And you're not going to be able to see this in darkness if you are out for any reason. Please drive a little bit slower because I don't know how many of you have ever hit a washout in a car over 35, 40 miles an hour, but it'll bend the rim on your car, and there's just no way for road crews to fix this stuff with what's happened. So it's going to be dangerous for the next, say, through lunch tomorrow as crews fan out to fix all this stuff. Roads won't be able to be fixed like that until tomorrow. They're going to be working on first getting debris out of the roadways, trees out of the roadway, anything that's blown into a road. They're trying to clear all that out where they can travel across there. Let's see, tree across 80 by the Meehan Junction. It's on a power line. Fire and Sheriff Department is on site there. All right. Let's see here. making sure I got all of those.
Yeah, I got a picture coming of Bounds Road earlier.
Bounds Road area.
That you put a minute ago.
Yeah. We've got another one coming there. That's just not going to fix that for whatever reason. All right, let's go back up here. We now have 5 minutes remaining on this last severe thunderstorm warning as it fades away. Let's go back to that. There we are there. This will be at Wahalak in 13 minutes as we see this. And this is why they did not take that, because it took just a little bit south turn there as it heads toward Alabama. Generally, I don't think they would have fired one off, but in the early beginnings, they went ahead and put it in here. But this will, northern Kemper County will get some of this storm here in just a moment. Basically, it's going to be Wahalak is what we're going to get here. And as you'll look at this, that's the cemetery here at Wahalak there in the sharp curve there. As you come across, that's the Baptist church. The cemetery lies up here. And then this would be the old Scuba Road. Dirt road all the way back into to Scuba, and that'd take you on to the cab. And this would run you back into to Scooby-Doo as you take on. And again, all of that's dirt roads if you've ever traveled any of that area right through there. As we look at this, here's the airport there in Noxubee County, and this is headed straight toward the Bentonville area, and we'll be there in about 26 minutes, and then into Cooksville, Alabama, within 27 minutes. But we've got 4 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning, and again, the heaviest rain right there at 21 and Highway 39. We are raining on 45, and we look at Highway 39, 21, where it meets back up and comes across the railroad tracks there. Sugar Lock Lumber sits here. And this is old 45 and eventually runs back into 45 there. The Presley House, if I'm not mistaken, sat about right there and overlooked that. Danny Ray, aren't I right on that? I think so. Things you just don't forget that always stick out. Let's see here. Let me check. And again, we just put up new pictures here of Bounds Road there at that bridge of just the amount of water that was coming across it. I want y'all to look at that as you can. Scroll down and take a look at that. And again, we got some pictures of the aftermath there at 10th Avenue. It's just, it's been massive stuff that has gone on tonight across this. Pigford Lake will be out of power for a while, we're being told there. Sue, which part of Lauderdale County are you interested in? Where do you live? She says she hasn't lived here long, and I can describe who, what, and how in relationship to where you live. If you'll give us a little bit more information there, and we'll try to help you understand where things are. And it is, if you're new to an area, and I do a lot of commentary by telling you the buildings that you will recognize, the way I was taught many, many years ago. So that's what we've got there as we look across this. Again, no rain in the county as we look at this, and we look at Camden, Alabama getting these showers, and Montgomery moving into there of the rain that moved through here earlier. Let me check and go back over. Let me refresh here and take a quick look at what I've got here. Yeah, a little bit of a timeline. It's showing now that those storms in Meridian is 15 minutes difference Instead of being 11:45, we're showing exactly midnight, more showers, but the intensity is not what we've gotten so far. And it is out of here by 1, and then nothing else showing on our map whatsoever for the rest of the night. So a little bit more rain before it's all said and done. Let me look here and see what we've got EMEPA wise when it comes to power outages. Let's look at this, if there's any change of all this. It's the same as what we looked at for Lauderdale County earlier with the EMEPA. Let's see here. As we look at this, we're still right at 5,000 customers out in the great state of Mississippi altogether, all the way around. If you look at Lafayette, that has doubled. We've gone up a little bit in Lauderdale County. There at 2,100 up here in Lafayette, right there. Now that's going to be Oxford, Mississippi, is where that is. Lauderdale County still coming in at number 2 with the most power outages for the entire county. And let me see here. Let's do one more click here, and let me go back over here and get Mississippi Power one more time. I skipped it. We're still showing that roughly 630 on Mississippi power outages, and it is, they've gotten a few back on, but not a lot. It's just a lot of work going on with this. Okay, Sue says she lives in the Collinsville area. And as we go back to this map here, let me just show you of what this is all going to be south of you. Downtown Meridian is where all of this has happened. As you look at this on the big picture, this is roughly where you live up here by Tyson's. Here's the lake. That's West Lauderdale High School. As you come into Meridian, right in here is where we've had the most of this damage in eastern side. Anywhere from right here is North Crest Baptist Church, Highway 19. This goes all the way across North Hill Street to Marion, Mississippi, where we've gotten most of this. And let me pull that map up here and show you. I didn't have that up there. Here's where you are here. South of you is where we had the damage here, across North Hill Street to the eastern side of the county. That gives you a bird's eye view of where you are right here to where we got the flooding, the central portion of the downtown area right there. Here's Lamar School. We've talked about that a lot. Here's Highway 39. 10th Avenue is right here. It runs directly along the side of Highway 39, and it was massive flooding all through here. Right there is where we had a lot of that come down. Now let's go back up, and we should be expired, and we are. Let's look at our map here. Let me show you what we've got left of these storms. All severe thunderstorm warnings have expired for the area. The only thing that we have remaining now is the tornado watch until 10 p.m. And it looks as though they're going to let that run for that extra hour just to be on the safe side due to the fact of what's going on here that could affect the Mississippi Delta. We are under a flash flood here in Lauderdale. Let me turn this on where you can read it. Flash flood warning until 10 p.m. and we've been getting that. Y'all know that. All of this has expired. Still some heavy rain there at Sugarlock, moving toward Geiger, Alabama, Highway 17, crossing Highway 45 near Macon, Mississippi, north of Scuba and north of Wahalak there. Raining heavy in Wahalak, and as you get all the way into Sugarlock. Light shower activity happening there in Macon. No warnings for you whatsoever. Heavier showers around Mississippi State as we go northward there. Not much happening at Columbus Air Force Base. Amory getting its fair share. Houston, Mississippi, and Tupelo due south of you is where that rain is. The further you get closer to that state line, the worse it gets up near Tunica and the casinos. All of this area up here, and then Iuka has some light showers there at Corinth near the battlefield. As we look at all of that, all of this is moving eastward and get out of here. We do have one more round of rain, about an hour's worth. Let's call it, to be on the safe side, 11:20 to 1 a.m. It really looks like it'll be from midnight to 1 a.m. We have to give it a little bit of time, depending upon how it slows down and how wind and all that affect that. Now, we're going to be behind the scenes here looking at what goes on, posting any extra pictures that come in so that you'll have all of that here in the next few moments. Nothing happening in Preston. I just want to ask about that. Absolutely nothing going on there, Madison. Y'all are good there. Sue, I don't know what happened to your sound. Everybody else has it there. You might need to reboot your phone. We're going to call it the live broadcast at this point since we're out of warnings. And we, again, will be behind the scenes watching this. Don't forget to join us bright and early tomorrow morning beginning at 6:30. We'll do our first show at 6:30 of national headlines, and then we'll be back with local headlines and news beginning at 7 a.m. through at least 8, depending on what happens there. Also, I got a number here. If you've got a report that's just coming in from the city of Meridian, if you need to report something, the number to call is 601-485-1965. Again, let me give you that number for the city of Meridian. If you have any issues that the city needs to know about, if you have any damage, there's something across the road, that number 601-485-1965 or 601-484-6847. Let me repeat that second number, 681-484-6847, and they'll come and run it. Now, if you have an emergency, don't forget that's 911. You can call the police department directly if you like, but mainly that if you've got an emergency, call that 911 line so they'll get there a little bit quicker. God bless, and we appreciate each and every one of you staying with us. And as we get more information, as we said, we'll update this on the page there throughout the evening hours. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning here at the Scotty Ray Report.